Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, good people? It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. Seems today's theme is going to start off with talking about reparations. Yeah. Um, Daily Reflections, which is the Alcoholics Anonymous reading. It's entitled Repairing the Damage. Says, we attempt to sweep away the debris which have accumulated out of our effort to live on self-will and run the show ourselves. That's that magic word, autonomy, that I dislike so much. Running on self-will and running the show ourselves. Yeah, my choice, my right to myself. If we haven't the will to do this, we ask until it comes. Remember, it was agreed that at the beginning we would go to any lengths for victory over whatever it is that was vexing us. This is alcohol or whatever is keeping you down. You know, it's like dealing with the wreckage of your past, if you will. That's a term that's used in the AA and NA rooms, dealing with the wreckage of your past. But, all that garbage that gets in the way, in living on self-will. I'm self-made. I did this by myself. Notice how many times self is used. It says, making a list of the people I had harmed was not a particularly difficult thing to do. They had showed up in my 4-step inventory. People toward whom I had resentments, real or imagined, and whom I had hurt by acts of retaliation. Or acts in general. It doesn't have to be in retaliation. Let's talk about your resentments. And sometimes your resentments, whether you want to acknowledge this or not, turns into self-destructive behavior. When somebody tells you what they see, we sometimes act on it and become a self-fulfilling prophecy because we didn't like them telling us what they saw. And it's a very real vision. And we know it's there. But we deny until they point it out. And then we act on it. And then we call it something else. See, I'm denying to them and denying to myself as well. Says, the writer says, for my recovery to be thorough, I believe it was not important for those who had legitimately harmed me to make amends to me. What is important in my relationship with God is that I stand before Him knowing I have done what I can do to repair the damage I have done. Why is that the last part? Because just prior to, acknowledging that you're going to stand before God, this person says, never mind the harm that somebody did to me. So again, this is still positioned in, well, what about them? Positioning, Oh, I gave it to God. They did X, Y, Z. But I'm good with God. That positioning. How about we just not include anybody in our madness and just say, I want to be right with God. I've shared early on, when I started this, that when my mom passed, I went on a slash and burn kind of tear, rooted in fear, anger, frustration, all that. And, I was angry at my sister. And in my coming to myself and realizing just how far out I'd gotten, When I went back to my sister, my amends included the words, and you can quote me on this, and she can quote me on this, I just want to be right with God. You know, my amends included those words, because I knew I had forgotten about grace, I had forgotten about love, I forgotten about hope, and I forgotten God's promises while I was out there being mad. Amen. So then I had to come back and repair some damage and deal with the wreckage. See, many of us avoid the wreckage and we go from place to place like a hurricane or a tornado. And we have seasons like hurricanes and tornadoes. When you hear me talk about a body count, how many victims lie in your wake? Think about the question and think about what you're going to do to fix it.